Now, as the Swati Maliwal assault case deepens, the Delhi police at this point investigating the case suspect that the accused, Bibhav Kumar, may just have tampered with the CCTV footage inside Arvind Kejriwal's home. Bibhav is now in 5-day police custody, and you have Swati Maliwal, who has responded to all the drama that plays out on this case. Let's take you through a quick look on this detailed report, what's transpired so far.
The Swati Maliwal assault probe gains momentum. On Sunday, Delhi cops reached Delhi Chief Minister Kejriwal's residence yet again and seized the digital video recorder of the cameras. This comes after the cops found no footage of the assault. Sources reveal that the CCTV images at Chief Minister Kejriwal's house were tampered. The blank CCTV footage raised questions and suspicions. Adding to the intrigue, the accused Bibhav allegedly formatted his phone, erasing potential evidence. Witnesses were reportedly influenced by Bibhav, further complicating the investigation. AAP MP Sanjay Singh, who earlier confirmed the assault on Sunday, also did a U-turn.
अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के आवास पर स्वाति मालीवाल जी मिलने के लिए पहुंची थी, ड्राइंग रूम में इंतजार कर रही थी। इस बीच बिभव कुमार जी वहां पे आते हैं और उन्होंने स्वाति मालीवाल जी के साथ बहुत बदतमीजी की, अभद्रता की। उस वक्त तक जो वीडियो अभी आया है वो वीडियो नहीं आया था, सारे तथ्य अब सामने आ गए।
तो क्या आप लोग इंटरनल कमेटी बना के इसकी जांच कराना चाहते हैं आइडियल कंडीशन में?
देखिए, अब तो मामला न्यायालय में है और पुलिस में शिकायत है, जांच होने दीजिए।
Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's aide, Bibhav Kumar, now in 5-day police custody for allegedly assaulting AAP MP Swati Maliwal, maintained a defiant smile as he was escorted out of court on Saturday night.
The police has filed an application for seeking 7 days remand, and out of 7 days remand, 5 days remand has been ordered, and he will be produced after 5 days. He was allowed to meet his lawyer during the investigation and the family member, and the medicine, if any, on the medical etc. is required, he will be duly supplied.
Bibhav's father is alleging injustice.
भाजपा सरकार है, जैसा चाहे वैसा मैंने कर सकती है। और हमसे फोन से बात हुआ था तो कह रहा था कि पापा जी हम तो नाश्ता कर रहे थे तो आई थी बहुत बड़ा कांड करने के लिए।
India Today has accessed the Delhi Police's action plan for Bibhav's custody. Police will take Bibhav to Mumbai, where he allegedly formatted his phone, hoping to recover data with the help of forensic experts. They will also bring Bibhav to the crime scene at the Chief Minister residence to piece together the events of that fateful day. The investigation will delve into the reasons behind the fight and identify whom Bibhav contacted after the altercation.
Delhi police will be sending this DVR for forensic examination to understand that whether any sort of tampering was done, because that will then be used as evidence to actually invoke Section 201, which is destruction of evidence in this particular matter. With video journalist Manish, this is Shreya Chatterjee for India Today.
All right. While investigation continues, of course, there are some glaring questions, and we'd like to take our viewers through that. Who exactly has tampered with the missing CCTV footage? If at all, then the police must come clear as they are investigating the case. Bibhav is suspected to have wiped out his phone, basically reformatted his phone. These are allegations that are surfacing. So question here is, why would Bibhav really do that if he is not guilty? Is there an AAP bid to protect Bibhav? We know that he is almost known as a shadow of Arvind Kejriwal. He's been working very closely with Kejriwal since 2005, much before Aam Aadmi Party as a party itself was formed. Bibhav seems to be the man who's known to be a closest aide to Arvind Kejriwal. So is there a bid to protect him? Did Bibhav really influence the Slapgate witnesses as per sources within the police? Was Kejriwal at home during that alleged assault? That, of course, changes things. If at all Kejriwal was at home, did he not hear the screams that Swati Maliwal claims that she was assaulted? She screamed, pleaded and begged for her to be let off. but yet none came to her help. This was her claim in the complaint. So if Arvind Kejriwal was at home, did he not hear the commotion happening right outside his door? Several questions being asked, of course. Dr. Dinesh Rao, forensic expert, joining us. We also have Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP, Ellen Rao, former IPS officer, and Preeti Menon, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Preeti, I'm going to start with you here specifically as you represent the Aam Aadmi Party. We've seen extensively AAP leaders speaking, but Arvind Kejriwal maintaining this studied silence. Very odd of him, because anything you hurl at Arvind Kejriwal, he's quick to respond. But on this case, he's entirely taken Bibhav's side, holding a protest march today all the way up to BJP's residence. Not for a moment thinking maybe, just maybe, his MP Swati Maliwal could be true.
I think Arvind has not been silent at all. Arvind Kejriwal today led an entire protest march to make it very clear to the whole country that the BJP wants to arrest AAP leaders at any cost on any excuse. They just want to finish our party. They're doing everything they can to do it. They've already done it. They've arrested Arvind, they've arrested Sanjay Singh, they were out, but Manish Ji and Satyen Jain are still inside. So there's nothing that has not been done to try and eradicate our party. Time and again, they threaten to take away our office.
So, but in a way, indirectly, you're giving Bibhav a clean chit without the investigation completing.
Well, I don't think that we are giving anybody a clean chit, but yes, we stand by what Bibhav said. Bibhav has made a statement to the police. I would like to point out certain inaccuracies here, and I request you to give me just a minute.
Yeah.
You know, it is really surprising that so many calls are received by 100, but the moment they received Swati Maliwal's call, it was on all the media. It was so quick. They realized it was Swati Maliwal, they realized where it was coming from, and it was on the media. Even the data sheet about the call was produced before the media. I've never seen that before. I've never seen in any criminal case where 100 has been dialed.
Ma'am, but it's not very
evidence.
surprising. I wouldn't call that inconsistency.
I asked you for a minute. Okay? So what we see over here is that the Delhi police acted so quickly because they knew Swati was going there. And the plan at that time was to attack Arvind Kejriwal because at 8:30 in the morning, Bibhav is not in the premises. Bibhav usually comes later in the day at 9:30 or maybe later as well. So it was very clearly Swati had stormed into his house. Second problem, second fallacy. The supposed alleged interaction, assault, whatever you may want to call it, took place in Arvind's living room. Nobody put CCTV cameras in their living room. Delhi police is fully aware that there is no CCTV camera in the living room. But
so you're saying there's no CCTV camera in the living room?
Can I please say it very clearly? There are no CCTV cameras in a person's living room. Delhi police is misleading people by saying that something has been wiped out.
Yeah, this is what we hear, that the footage at that time of alleged assault is blank.
May I please complete? So I again want to say the same thing. Delhi police is alleging, I don't know to where and how, through what sources to the media, that certain footage is blank. But that is not true. Yesterday itself, they had taken all the footage that is there in the security area where the entrance is, where the compound is. They've taken all that CCTV footage already yesterday. There is no CCTV footage that they have not taken. And they are misleading people when they are saying that some footage is wiped out. Let them try and say that in court. They won't say it in court because they know very well that there's nothing being wiped out. So there's a constant attempt by the Delhi police. 1 minute, let me complete.
You've completed your 1 minute.
Which is the Delhi police, you interrupted me 3 times. The Delhi police, which is controlled entirely by the BJP, is building a case and informing the media minute to minute. This is an open conspiracy. It's blatant for everybody to see.
So if an assault has happened, it will be exposed. If it hasn't happened, also it will be exposed. Now, speculating that there's a party behind it or that the BJP is trying to work the police to try and trap Arvind Kejriwal, if there's nothing that's happened, then that's impossible. The question is, of course, at this point, are we victim shaming by ignoring the serious allegations leveled by Swati Maliwal? She claims that she was punched in the stomach, in the face. She begged for help. She asked to let go. These are really grave allegations that's been made against the Chief Minister's personal assistant, who seems to be a man working very closely with Arvind Kejriwal, almost a confidant in almost all policies that are formulated by the Aam Aadmi Party for the national capital. So he is an important man, Bibhav Kumar. Ellen Rao, who's a former IPS officer, sir, if I can bring you in here, a quick word from you. Claims are that the police are being used as pawns by the BJP, etc. But from what the police have found, at least as per initial, there's no evidence as such so far because apparently the CCTV footage is hazy. But whatever the police are being working with is the complaint filed by Swati Maliwal, where she breaks it down what exactly has happened to her. How do you think a case like this can move forward without actual evidence of CCTV footage?
Yes, ma'am. It's very strange that the Aam Aadmi Party is directly alleging Delhi police. It should not be there. Delhi police is working only on the basis of the rules and regulations and all about the procedure of criminal investigation. When there is some complaint about anything, then the case is registered and the investigation is started.
Okay.
And then in police, definitely we are working on the evidences also. And one more important thing is that unless and until there is sufficient evidence or there is some evidence, the police will not grant 5 days police remand because the court has remanded that accused for 5 days police remand. The court also sees what is the evidence is available. And in your query that about CCTV is not important, that if CCTV is not there, then the destruction of evidence section is 201 of IPC that will be invoked in this case. And whosoever has
no, but the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson says there's no CCTV cameras. It's not about erasing footage. There is no cameras inside the living room. So then in that eventuality, how will the police deal with it?
No. If there is no CCTV camera, there is no question about any CCTV footage there. And apart from that, if there is no CCTV in bedroom, then there must be some CCTV cameras out of the bedroom or somewhere else. When Swati Maliwal may be going out or coming in, and that is also to be
going
seen.
out, coming in. AAP has itself released videos where Swati Maliwal seems quite fit.
So that video cannot be confirmed without because that video needs to be supported by the legal evidence. That legal evidence is a certificate of 65B of evidence that whosoever made this video, he should come forward. Who has made it and how is that video can be edited. That you might have seen that so many videos can be edited for their own interest.
So you're saying the videos that are playing out right now on our screens, these videos are shared by the Aam Aadmi Party, cannot be verified. The police are yet checking on that part, but it can be edited too. All right, that's what you suspect. All right, you're saying it can be edited, but a quick word from Dinesh Rao, forensic expert. Dr. Dinesh, without a CCTV footage, 3 days later, Swati Maliwal files a complaint, and then the 4th day she goes in for a medical test. Do you think in that window of the time when the assault happened to the time she's actually gone for a medical checkup, a lot could have happened? This is what AAP says. If she really was in trauma, if she really was in pain, she could have rushed to the doctors immediately, gotten a medical checkup done, filed a complaint right then. What led her to wait for these number of days? How does a slight gap from the day of the crime to the day that she's actually filed that case actually change things in the course of the investigation?
Nabila, the most important thing is now there are allegations of an assault, and this assault has been corroborated when examination has been done by the AIIMS hospital. The injuries sustained on the body and the age of the injuries will corroborate with the time of allegations in which the assault occurred. That is one very good medical legal evidence. And beside this, your point that why she didn't immediately go to the hospital, the possibility is some of the soft tissue injuries or the muscular injuries or the internal injuries
show up a little later.
Yes, that is the possibility. And other thing is, in compared to the evidences concerned, see, one, the statement given by the victim itself corroborating with the type of injuries present on the body. So that is one. And second is the statement given by the party persons who in the beginning, that is another very good evidence. And thirdly, if the once examination of the DVR or the CCTV or the telephones, this particular, if there is a formatting or if there is some tampering, that definitely can be easily made
found out.
Clearly confirms further the crime.
So if at all...
And fourthly, even the number of persons present at the scene of crime, the type of the call dumping, that number of mobiles active on that particular area, that also gives the number of people or the type of people who are present. So all these are the good evidences for the investigations, and definitely
now,
I think the crime is concerned.
medical test for Swati Maliwal says that she has a bruise or an injury below her
Correct.
eye on the right cheek and on her left leg.
Yes,
so this is a confirmation that's been
the statement of the victim. Yeah.
Okay, so it does corroborate the victim's statement then. So it really helps take the case forward, maybe in favor of Swati Maliwal, the bruises that AIIMS has confirmed in their medical check report. Now,
yes, one thing I just wanted to point out is in the report, I think the age of the injury would have been more specific, and that I didn't find. I think that will be a future area of question in the coming days. But definitely, age of injury would have been mentioned. Yeah.
Interesting. Tuhin Sinha, a quick word from you as we see that Aam Aadmi Party, including Arvind Kejriwal himself, a show of strength it was, today walked up to the BJP office in Delhi claiming if you want to arrest us all. Why only Bibhav?
Well, Nabila, the entire country is appalled at the absolute shamelessness of the Aam Aadmi Party. You know, this assault on Swati Maliwal has been corroborated, one, by the medical examination, two, by Sanjay Singh, their sitting Rajya Sabha member. You know, now the victim shaming of Swati Maliwal, a Rajya Sabha member. You know, imagine they don't trust Sanjay Singh, who made that statement. They don't trust Swati Maliwal, two Rajya Sabha members. They only trust the PA of Arvind Kejriwal. This by itself shows the kind of shady deals that goes into appointment of the Rajya Sabha members. That's point number one. Now, I'm surprised, I'm amused at Arvind Kejriwal's political protest today. The person assaulted is an Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha member. The person who has assaulted her is the PA of the Aam Aadmi Party CM. The venue of the attack is the residence of the CM of the Aam Aadmi Party. So where does BJP come into the picture? This shows this is a party of urban Naxals. They don't have any faith in the judiciary. They don't trust the police. You know, I mean, and the worst part is that this is coming from an IIT educated CM. This is the way they hoodwink the country, which probably shows that, you know, the violence inside Arvind Kejriwal's house is a very normal thing. You will recall that in 2018, an ex-chief secretary of the Delhi government had been similarly assaulted. If these high-profile cases are being normalized, you can imagine maybe, you know, normal people may be assaulted any which way.
All right, you know, to speak of larger issues, the BJP faces criticism of staying mum on several sexual assault allegations against your own netas. At this point, Prajwal Revanna, your ally in Karnataka, the JDS is still absconding. There hasn't been a real outrage on that.
But you should ask the Karnataka state government.
That said,
you should ask the
they're also the BJP's ally. But that said, speaking specifically of this case, all right, Preeti Mandan, to bring you in on this, this has happened in Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's residence. It's not as if it's happened in a park or any other place. It's a highly secured zone. Was Kejriwal inside the house? Do we know for certain if Kejriwal was there? Because Swati Maliwal says he was.
I'm not aware whether Arvind Kejriwal was inside the house or not. But like you've been repeatedly saying, this happened inside Arvind Kejriwal's house. I mean, it would be preposterous to think that we are so stupid that inside our CM's residence, we would do something so absurd. So this absurdity is not being echoed by anybody in the population except on TV channels by BJP spokespersons. Now, when he says that you normalize sexual assault, well, normalization of sexual assault is done when normal people are affected, when a confirmed video is available of somebody who's committed more than 3,000 rapes, is led to go out on a diplomatic passport. The passport is not cancelled because Modi ji has stood on a platform and asked for votes for Prajwal Revanna. There is an assault case against the governor of West Bengal.
But to come back on the point, we hardly have 2 minutes. I'm sorry, Preeti Mandan. We hardly have 2 minutes. To come back on the point, are you really sidelining your own MP? Are you really sidelining your own MP? Are you not? Are none of the women in the Aam Aadmi Party at this point supporting the version of Swati Maliwal? Can I ask you blatantly?
Yes. This is not about men and women. This is about a person who is in our party, was in our party, has now been won over by the BJP. And that's a common
She's been won over by the BJP, but where is BJP in the dynamics here? It's very odd to suggest that the BJP could be behind this.
Eventually went to the BJP, how Eknath Shinde eventually went to the BJP. BJP breaks parties, they break families.
Oh, but it's a very unbelievable story, Preeti. You know, as much as you say that Swati Maliwal's story is not believable, what version you're presenting?
BJP attacked leaders of opposition parties and makes them go against their own party.
You know, but
The whole
this
country has
is
seen
not
that.
diluting the
one
case. What you're saying that the BJP has been behind this, etc. It sounds very odd in the first place. More importantly, it's an assault case. It's an assault case. There's nothing political around it. And Swati Maliwal herself has come out to ask. Maliwal has requested BJP not to politicize the issue.
Respond to this.
Yeah, Tohin.
Oh, please.
You know, the only reason this Aam Aadmi Party wants to drag the BJP, the only reason it wants to drag the BJP is that it will otherwise have to explain the shady equation between Kejriwal and Maliwal. Was she qualified to be the Delhi Council of the DCW women chairman from 2015? She was not. Was she qualified to be a Rajya Sabha member? She was not. And today they are blaming that the BJP is shame on this party.
Yeah, Preeti, a quick one. I'll wrap with you. I'll wrap with Preeti on that. I'm sorry, I have hardly any time. Preeti?
Shame on the BJP, who may have once said that Ashok Chavan qualified to not be the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, but now he's their Rajya Sabha MP. Shame on them for saying that Ajit Pawar, who committed 70,000 crores worth of scam, was not qualified to be a Deputy Chief Minister, and now he's their Deputy Chief Minister. So I think the BJP has this habit of calling people unqualified.
The tu meme should end. Let's just hope the case and the focus on this assault case is kept apt. We're hoping that if Swati Maliwal indeed has been assaulted, then she finds justice. Whoever maybe this person is, Bibhav is said to be the most influential within the Aam Aadmi Party. Let's hope the truth surfaces. Thanks very much, Dinesh Rao, Tuhin Sinha, Preeti Menon, and our former IPS officer Ellen Rao for joining us and giving us some clarity on this. Stay tuned. News and updates to continue on the other side.